things, frankly, Steve, that we've been working on here for quite a while, that I personally have been working on, is trying to get our districts, all 24 of them, to recognize that they do need a visual and performing arts coordinator or somebody in charge of the program. Over the past few years, we have been very fortunate in that 3 of our larger districts have embraced the concept of having somebody lead in the visual and performing arts. And one of those areas happens to be the largest of our school districts, and she's here today talk a little bit about some fantastic achievements that are going on in the Monterey Peninsula Unified School District. And it's a tremendous pleasure for me to introduce the Visual and Performing Arts Coordinator from MPUSD, Jacqui Hope.
Thank you, Hamish. My name is Jacqui Hope. I am the Visual and Performing Arts Coordinator for Monterey Peninsula Unified School District. We serve approximately 10,000 students in 3 cities, about 20 schools, and we are in Monterey, Seaside, and Marina. Of those 10,000 students, about 7,000 of them are socioeconomically disadvantaged. 3,000 are English language learners. 1,500 are special ed students from moderate to severe. About 1,100 foster students, and at any given time, about 1,000 homeless students. Our students are also brilliant, creative, kind, and resilient, and deserving of a good education. So there is great inequity in our county, with the highest per student funding at almost $17,000, and a lot of the other schools, districts, at around $8,000. It makes a difference. It's really hard to replicate the student experience with such a discrepancy. And unfortunately, across the nation, the determinant of student achievement that you most find is parental income. I don't want this to be the case, but in study after study, parental income dictates student achievement. This is mostly because your parental income dictates where you live and also the schools you go to and the types of resources and opportunities that are at your disposal. But we're pushing back against this. At MPUSD, and I know at a lot of our schools, we're pushing back against this. We are trying to make excellence in our schools, provide excellence for our students as well. We have many initiatives to improve instruction. We're also doing our best to strengthen student-teacher relationships, and we're expanding the opportunities that we provide for our students. LCAP funding was a great boom for us. We were able to hire more music teachers. Now we have music instruction weekly for kindergarten through 5th in music theory, singing, beginning percussion, and recorder. Then from 4th grade to 12th grade, we provide the instruments, and it's optional instrumental instruction, band and orchestra. We have some Next Generation Jazz Festival participants in our schools and some regional leads in strings and in band. We've dramatically increased our reliance on community partnerships. The Peninsula has great organizations, arts organizations that I became familiar with when working for the Arts Council for Monterey County before this position. One of them is Tandy Beal and Company. Always exciting. They bring international dancers. So our 3rd graders all across the district are getting 10 weeks with Tandy Beal, learning movement, learning a little bit about cultural and geographical bits of all around the world. And then at the end, there's an exciting performance with dancers from Serbia and Croatia and the Congo and Argentina. Lots of different countries are represented. We also have musicals after school, and we're using our Title I funding for that at our Title I funded sites. For schools that do not receive Title I funds, we found a grant because we just really need to have musical theater available to as many students as possible. Like the speaker said before me, it brings in parents, it activates so many different parts of the student mind. In our high school, we're piloting a program with our local community college where the community, it's a dual enrollment program. The community college provides the adjunct instructor and teaches our students theater at our sites. And this is an area of potential growth that we're definitely going to be looking into in the future. This year, Dance Kids invited 600 of our first graders to attend the Nutcracker. Next year, they're going to do it again, and also the Symphony has invited our entire third grade class from 11 different schools to attend the Symphony. Eco Ambassadors is an arts integrated science program using art teachers from the Arts Council for Monterey County and science teacher from Return of the Natives at CSUMB. They're learning about local environmental conditions and pollinators and building native habitat gardens. And beyond partnering with organizations, we're also hiring professional art teachers to come to the schools in a lot of different areas. This keeps us nimble, so determine whether or not the state has funds one year or has fewer funds the next year, whether we get a grant one year, we don't get a grant the next year, we can hire based on a contract with independent contractors that have all the business licenses and are able to provide for large classrooms. This is just a really key way that we can have a robust program. So we're building a culture of arts appreciation. Our exhibits and our performances are well attended. Parents are coming to the school. They're providing input on what murals we're putting on the walls. They're doing our art nights. One of our schools is a nationally recognized turnaround art school, so we have events related to that. In fact, Jackson Brown is coming to one of our sites very soon, I can't say when. And that, is building excitement and draws parents to the sites. And what I want to encourage my fellow districts that are not funded as well as they should be is that with careful allotment of funds, with constant advocacy, both within your district and to anyone who will listen, with partnering with anyone that will come to the table, all these wonderful arts groups that are out there, and with teaching artists, you too can have a robust arts program for your district and your students.